The obvious reason that this leak happened was to intimidate these justices, to cause them to be in physical danger. And I think the hope by these leftists was that this would actually prompt maybe some of the swing justices who we weren't sure how they would vote to maybe change their vote, to be so angry that their opinion was released before it was finalized that in an effort to, I don't know, prove the leak wrong, they actually changed their vote. So I think that was maybe the primary reason that this leak happened. But the other reason that this leak happened is to pressure Congress to push a far leftist abortion agenda before the midterms. I'm talking about abolishing the filibuster in the Senate. I'm talking about codifying Roe v. Wade into law versus judicial fiat, which is where it lived before, and to pack the Supreme Court. So last night, after this news broke, Senator Amy Klobuchar went on TV and did exactly that. She called for the filibuster to be eliminated. Senator Amy Klobuchar is supposed to be like moderate on the left. She's not supposed to be the furthest of the far left. She always painted herself on that debate stage as the common sense alternative to Bernie Sanders. She's calling for the filibuster to be eliminated. Senator Markey, this is, let me read this tweet. Hold on, let me bring this tweet up. This is so bananas. This is a U.S. senator, a Democrat. This is what he said. Senator Ed Markey said, a stolen, illegitimate, and far-right Supreme Court majority appears set to destroy the right to abortion, an essential right which protects the health, safety, and freedom of millions of Americans. There is no other recourse, he says. We must expand the court. I read this and I thought, oh, okay, so we're not allowed to say anything about the integrity or lack thereof of the 2020 presidential election. But this sitting United States senator is allowed to say a stolen, illegitimate, and far-right Supreme Court appears set to destroy the right to abortion. There is no right to abortion in the Constitution. We all know that. An essential right which protects the health, safety, and freedom of millions of Americans. Which millions of Americans are you talking about, Senator? Clearly not the millions of Americans whose lives have been snuffed out in their mother's womb thanks to Roe v. Wade. But of course, the only recourse, he says, is to pack the Supreme Court, to make it a political body that sways with whatever president is in power and can put the most justices on the Supreme Court. This would eliminate the judiciary as this third branch of government, this separate but equal branch that serves to balance the other branches. It would destroy the judiciary. This is what the Democrats want. They want to abolish the filibuster, just ask Senator Amy Klobuchar. They want to pack the Supreme Court, and they want to make Roe v. Wade the law legislatively. And Bernie Sanders is pushing this. So it's almost like there's a concerted effort, an immediate concerted effort on the left, among leftist senators, to push this very far left abortion agenda. And why now? Why now? Well, perhaps it's because they know they're going to get slaughtered in the midterm elections. They're going to lose the House, hopefully lose the Senate, and completely neuter Joe Biden and the entire radical leftist agenda. And they're scared. So they want to, right now, they want to put pressure on maybe some of the weaker, the waffling, middling Democratic senators like Sinema and Manchin. Maybe they want to pressure Sinema and Manchin to abolish the filibuster or to help codify Roe v. Wade. And the legislative effort that they're making, they want to codify abortion into law with a bill called the Women's Health Protection Act. The Women's Health Protection Act, a horrible euphemism. What's worse than calling abortion health care or women's health? These same people, by the way, can't even tell us what a woman is, but they tell us that rescinding abortion is an assault on women's health. Okay, can't have that both ways. The Women's Health Protection Act would allow abortion for any reason through 9 months of pregnancy, and it would make it federal law. This is what the left wants to happen. This is the second reason why this leak happened. The first reason the leak happened was to intimidate the justices, to try to pressure or coerce, really threaten the justices into changing their vote. And the second reason is to put pressure on Congress to enact this very far left, very radical left abortion agenda. And it's worth noting, by the way, that the only people in our country who want this very extreme abortion on demand through 9 months of pregnancy for any reason abortion agenda are these liberal politicians. If you poll the American people, they don't want abortion to be unrestricted. Democrats and Republicans, pro-life and pro-abortion people want abortion to be illegal in the second trimester and the third trimester. They want abortion highly restricted. It's only their politicians who stand to gain money and power by an unrestricted abortion agenda who want an unrestricted abortion agenda. But again, we all know that. We all know that.